Okay. All right, so your motion again is to allow them access
To do their
to do assessment only.
assessment only, yeah.
Should they give us a
Inspection
report?
only?
And give a,
Inspection.
give a related report, I guess.
And give a report. You still want to second that?
Might as well.
Okay, the new motion, or the amended motion, is to give them access to inspect and then report, but not to do anything.
That's correct.
Got a motion and a second. Any other discussion or anything? How do you vote?
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Ed,
Yeah.
5 yes, no, motion carried.
Review suggestions from Donegal auditors.
I'd like to make a motion that we contact the CPA firm we had last year, get a cost on reviewing the suggestions for changes in the QuickBooks program. We talked about that last year, about bringing them in quarterly or something and giving us advice. So some of the suggestions that might be something we need to do, get our books back square.
Okay.
And we start by getting a cost of what it might, you know, an anticipated cost of what it might be to do that.
But what about the other suggestions?
Well, let's take it a step at a time. You have other suggestions you wanna, in the motion you wanna make?
I think we need to sit down and discuss the suggestions that the auditors made.
Okay, but that's fine, but I think we should also have the, have a professional in QuickBooks take a look at the program and see what we need to, we shouldn't be having amounts in there from 2018 popping up in the 2019 year. That needs fixed.
That was all Palermo and Kissinger.
Well, we need to get them to
stuff,
fix-
and
we need to get them to fix
they
it.
fixed it. I
We need
don't
to get
think
them to
they
fix
should
it.
even charge us. It's something they should have done when we first did that.
Well, let's get a cost on what they were, if any, might not be any, I'm sure there will be. But find out what it would cost for them to give us suggestions on to fix those items.
Okay, so your motion is to contact Palermo and
Yeah.
Kissinger
And get a cost.
and get a
yeah,
cost.
An estimate of what it would cost to come up with the ideas of what we need to do to fix those.
To fix the QuickBooks.
Yep.
Not audit, not like
No,
that, just to
no,
fix the
no.
QuickBooks.
Yep.
Anybody want to second that? I don't.
I'll second it, but I don't think that they're gonna,
We can get a number.
you know.
All right, got a motion and a second. Discussion, yeah.
I just have a question.
Yeah.
When we gave our report, we gave you a list of
Yeah,
17 items that were very clearly taken out of, say, water and sewer or Act 13, but charged to the general fund. Are you waiting for Palermo and Kissinger to allow you to make those changes as well, or is that something you are gonna do now? Because it's kind of misrepresentative of where the funds items are being paid out of for 2018, and I can, if you don't have the paper, I can give it to you again.
Is that this one, Marcy?
Yes.
It's got 17.
It says, general fund adjustments for DCED report.
that was the suggestions that you gave us.
It's not really, it's not a part of that observation necessarily. It was generalized within the getting your QuickBooks under control. But, for instance, there was upwards of $7,000 that's marked that it came out of, the general fund. It actually came out of the Act 13 money. And it was all in a code under 32,000 that we asked about in the beginning. And that number, and all of those things were under that code. And when they put them back into our QuickBooks program, they just threw them onto general fund. It literally would take Sharon 2 clicks to fix all 17 of those items.
May I comment too? I think our intent was that if Sharon would go in and do those transactions, that what you're talking about, those figures that are appearing,
Get taken care of.
2018 would go away.
Is the DCED coming? The lady, the lady from the DCED
Yeah,
for the training,
yeah.
they should be QuickBooks.
Yeah.
They should have some QuickBooks ability that maybe.
Might not be necessary to get a lemon if they.
Right, I'm
If
just
they have the
saying,
ability.
if you,
Yeah.
you know, could just talk to her to see if she's got, I mean, they're free.
Well, that doesn't help us now, because we got a motion and a
They're coming in
second,
this
right?
week.
They're coming Tuesday, or I mean Wednesday.
Well, I can withdraw my motion, and, I'll do that.
That's what I wanted to hear, Doug.
There we go. So I never gave you nothing.
Oh, well, if it's gonna cost me later, I don't want it. We can vote it down.
Yeah, we can, we'll have to look at it if it's
He's
free.
Doug's gonna withdraw his
Yeah,
motion
I'll
until we
withdraw.
get some more information. You good with that?
Might
Second?
as well.
All right, so that's going away. All right.
I'm just giving you these, this is all the representation of everything on that. I would prefer to have these back, this is my
Well,
original.
don't give them to me then.
Okay. Tom? Doug, you want them? These are, those are the checks. It would be a check from Act 13 and then show where it shows up in the general fund or something like that. But I would really like those back. I need those back.
Well, we'll share a copy of it, we'll get back to you.
Okay. We still didn't answer the question of reviewing the, I'm assuming, I would like to, we need to sit down and do that, but things have been kind of hectic. The other suggestions that the auditors made.
Yeah.
All right, donation to the Three Rivers Festival.
Before you do that, could I just ask something? Could I ask
Sure.
something? The three auditors have been here faithfully many meetings, and they're trying to lead in a positive way. They'd like to have some kind of answer. Can't we just give them an answer that, yes, we're going to do that, we're gonna check it and have something for
I
them?
thought we gave them that answer originally. I thought we all kind of
Originally,
agreed
it
that.
had been said, we will implement their suggestions. And now here we are, months later, still saying, yeah, we're going to implement their,
Yeah,
I'm just asking.
okay. Donation to the Three Rivers Festival.
Shouldn't that be the Three Ridges? Isn't that the thing that?
Yeah, I don't think Pittsburgh needs donate money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been a typo 4 times.
That's a wrong, autocorrect, yeah.
This must be the.
That's the thing at the fairgrounds. Okay.
Eric, are you on or you off? What's the deal?
That's on to answer your Parks and Rec board.
Yeah, that's,
Do we have a report from them that?
We didn't, they weren't here, we didn't get a
and
report.
them and the fair was going to help, I believe. Last I heard.
We can leave it there for, I guess, one more month, and then it's gonna be too late, ain't it?
It's probably too late now.
Okay. Set a date for public meeting regarding tax abatement.
What are you gonna do about that?
What? Doesn't seem to be an appetite to get it off the table.
Oh, we're not doing that. I move we take it off the table, and maybe we can give a conditional approval if it's going to be a go. If it
Okay.
doesn't go, then it's a no approval.
I'll move to get it off the table.
I'll second.
All right. Get it off, it's on it, how do you vote? Just to get it off the table.
Hold on, she's still writing.
Okay, Kathy,
Yes.
Doug,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
Ed.
Sure.
Eric, have you had
Five yes,
any word from any, have you talked to
no,
anybody?
Motion carried.
I talked to some of the Parks and Rec 2 months ago, and, you know, they were seeking some funding from you guys, some help with that, and that's kind of where it stood.
I thought you meant outside funding, I was
No,
going.
no. Well, I don't know what they're doing there, but, you know, they were asking the township to support it, and they hadn't got an answer, so I don't know that anything has been done. So I would suggest that if you approve some funding, that you reach out to your Parks and Rec board and you see where they're at and let them know that that's the case, so.
that's about 2 months ago is about the time I spoke to Mary Lee Dutton. She said they were trying to do it in conjunction with the
Right.
fairgrounds.
How much is this, total?
I don't know what they have figured out. It was-
No, I mean, like last year.
The last 2 years was $5,000.
Well, last year we gave 2,500 and the Sportsman's Club.
Yeah,
had
now
given-
here I'm laxed on that there because I should have brought that up. and didn't. And we don't have another meeting till the end of June, third week in June. Nothing we could do.
Yeah,
I had talked to Jackie about the whole thing, just because I didn't wanna wait till last minute for somebody to say, hey, we would like you to come shoot fireworks and not be able to have it scheduled. And from her, I had talked to the fair board, and they said it's pretty much whatever the township would wanna do, they were just gonna back Jackie on taking care of it. Now, I didn't know if Jackie was gonna be here tonight, so I just texted her to see if she was available to give me an answer. If she gives me an answer, I'll let you know if she does. I didn't know she wasn't gonna be here tonight.
yeah.
Well, we got time, we can bring it back up for the meeting's over.
All right.
Be here in the back.
The last one, I don't have I think I was supposed to do that, and I never got a hold of anybody yet.
I
Well,
talked
could
to
we
the fair
do
board.
the tax,
Fair
set a
board
date,
don't give
do a
anything,
tax
you have
statement
one
and the audit at the same time?
If the township doesn't give any money, then they're gonna be there.
The tax abatement and,
And suggestions from the auditors?
oh, like a workshop type of
Yeah.
deal. Yeah, it's fine with me.
Pick a date. Oh, we have to take it off the table. Shame.
July 4th, how about that?
I'm busy.
I don't know. We need, I'm sorry, when's our next meeting will be
Well,
June 17th.
we'll have one on the 29th too.
I'm talking about the
And to
fourth.
adjourn this one, open bids on the 29th.
No, they're beyond that now. They're talking about the refund, not the.
We need to continue this one or something.
So,
Oh,
Right.
yeah, we're doing that.
Okay.
I think we're gonna take it.
they can adjourn this one, have a general meeting.
We've,
For clarification for all of us out here, when you're saying tax abatement, which tax are you talking about?
we're talking about, knocking the property tax down with the Act 13 money. You got a date? Anybody got a date? It's better for them, or?
I can't tell you.
Do you wanna do the first part of June?
We could,
It's just a workshop, there's not gonna be any
no,
voting or anything.
she wanna aim for like June 10th?
Whatever, what day is that?
That's on Monday, it's the second week in June.
That's my anniversary. That's all.
How better way to spend it?
What better way to, yeah.
I don't think my husband would like that. But
What about you, Tom?
Right.
The 10th, June 10th, you wanna come and,
He's like, might be in the hayfield, might
Yeah.
not, depends on the weather.
Exactly, but,
we'll be in the evening, but,
yeah.
You wanna aim for June 10th?
alright, so we're gonna say, so what do we gotta do? We'd have to take both of those items off the table and schedule a workshop. Well, first we have to get both those items off the table, so 8,
I'll move, we take them off the table,
8 and 10. Okay,
Didn't you say you were gonna get a committee involved?
hang on a second, we're just gonna get it on the table, or off the table here. You just motioned, I'll second. How do you vote?
Tom,
Yep.
Tammy,
yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug,
Yeah,
Ed,
Yeah,
5 yes, no no's, motion carried.
Okay,
I'll make a motion that we have a workshop session set for June 10th. Invite the board members and any citizen that wants to come and have a committee type meeting. How's that?
sounds good.
7 PM,
7 PM, June 10th,
this location.
here, we're gonna advertise it.
You might as well, sure.
So, I think we probably have to
Yeah,
advertise
you
it,
might-
so
yeah.
you wanna authorize the advertisement too?
And the
Okay,
advertising is required by law.
okay,
Yeah, we'll be-
I'll second that.
She said that.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, the motion is June 10th,
10 o'clock, or 7 p.m.
7 o'clock,
Here and advertise the same.
advertise it, and it's just a committee meeting, like a workshop meeting. Okay, motion is second, questions? How do you vote?
Tammy,
No.
Doug,
Oh, yeah.
Kathy,
Yes.
Tom,
Yep.
Ed,
Yeah.
4 yes, 1 no, motion carried.
Okay. Let's go back to, did you get anything on the,
This seems pretty straightforward to me. Seems appropriate. The only thing I didn't know was, it says attachment A, and there's nothing labeled A or B.
I think
Is
that's
this
their,
A?
I think that's their attachments. That's what they sent in, from my understanding.
I mean,
you know what, I remember, did they fill in the first time that was before us, they didn't fill all the paperwork out. There was no numbers in there.
Yeah, they should put how long that they're gonna, maybe that's what we just need to take off that.
Well, I
job,
called
is
this
how
morning
long.
to ask a few questions and nobody ever returned the call,
So,
so we can always ask them.
because I know it's on our fee schedule to accept, to do it by the states. On our fee schedule, we do it by the states.
Fees.
Yeah, the state fees. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
again, see, there's still nothing in
yeah,
there.
but yeah. So,
well, we need to have them clarify. It's really what we need
they
to
should
do.
know, I mean,
They should
they
label
do
the
them in-
attachments and include the fee.
Okay. So what do we want to just leave it on the table? What do you want to do?
I think you need to send it back to them, or it's gonna, nothing's.
All right, motion to get it off the table.
Second.
How do you vote? How do you vote?
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug,
Yeah.
Tammy,
yes,
Tom,
Yep.
Ed,
Sure.
5 yes, no no's, motion carried.
All right,
why don't we just return it and ask them to finish filling it out?
yeah,
And attach, and
Just-
label everything.
yeah.
Yeah, tell them to label it and,
Do we don't need to make a motion to do that or anything, just,
No.
you hear what,
Yeah,
yeah.
give me that back now, so that way I won't get lost in it.
It's pretty slap dab, tell them, get it straightened out, all right. All right, that one's done. We got some stuff off the table there, all right. Are we on new business now?
Yes,
Everybody agree?
I think.
Suitcoat street sweeping, 2 days at $800 a day, $1,600. We wouldn't pay that out of Act 13, is that what you're saying?
That's the question.
Oh. How do you wanna pay it?
Yes.
so my question is, can we pay it on Act 13 if it wasn't, I mean, I know it's for Donegal, but we've only done a couple roads, I would just asking.
Are they coming back and doing it again? Because I
No.
never know up there, looks like they've never even been there.
Yeah,
That's
it's-
kind of the reason it's also on here, because everybody else has such problems. I believe South Franklin actually canceled them coming to do South Franklin at all.
Well, there was issues, they had breakdowns and
Yeah,
came back on a
without
day-
notice, without telling
Without
us,
notice, yeah.
so that we could warn everybody to move their cars. Yeah, there were some issues.
So is the question, what fund do we wanna pay it out of, or do we wanna pay it all?
A little bit of both.
Well, you're not gonna get anywhere with them. And for $1,600, it's not worth fighting with them.
Okay.
I move that we pay it out of Act 13, pay them 1,600. Remember this, next time we're gonna hire somebody, we get somebody different.
Yeah.
We've had 3 different, there's only 3 to do it.
Yeah, just say, none of them worked out,
Yeah, I
right?
think we've had,
No.
yeah, we've gone through the
None of them
list
worked shit.
and we're gonna be back around the beginning.
Okay, hang on, we got a motion, JD.
None of them worked.
Anybody want to second it?
I'll second the motion.
Got a motion and a second to pay him $1,600 out of Act 13. Questions?
Question, why don't you make the proposal, if they want paid in full, they come complete the job in full and do it correctly. Otherwise, if they want to do it half-assed, pay them half the bill, or not at all. I mean, if you're not getting the services you're paying for, you don't have to fight or argue with it, you just tell them we're not gonna pay it, or we're not gonna pay it in full until you complete the job properly.
That's a lot of money to throw out.
You know what I mean? Or leave it up to them, give them the option, say, you wanna come back and redo it and do it right, or do you not wanna pay?
Okay.
She's confused. Her
Anybody
cousin's
else?
been asking for money. She's telling me that she got at the fair board that she can do it now.
Questions?
So this makes no sense to me, but.
The motion is to pay him $1,600 out of Act 13. Got a motion and a second. How do you vote?
Tom,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
No.
Doug,
Oh, yes.
Ed,
Doesn't matter. I can say no.
She still has to write it
you
down.
know,
Yeah, I'll say no with that. Okay.
3 yes, 2 no, motion carried.
Tunnel Ridge renewal for heavy hauling permit, Waynesburg Road, Everett Road, Old National Pike. Is there paperwork in here?
Yes. You have all
You have it. She says.
that. Paper clip off, and that's all your new stuff.
Okay. All their paperwork's in order and their fees and all that. You wanna see it? Well, I have one question. There's a bunch of other names on there, how does that work? If they're, like they get, Tunnel Ridge gets a permit, a heavy hauling permit, and then people that contract, or they contract with can use that, is that how it works?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. Like, there's like Alex Paris and Rich Link and,
Yeah, they can all run under it.
Is there any chance we can add an addendum for the school bus trip? Is there any chance we can add an addendum, a curfew for the school bus traffic as a condition?
Sure, we could.
We should start doing that with all of them as they come due.
We probably need to fix this. It also has the year 2018 in it. I put it in, the agreement's made, they didn't fill it. It says, just make sure you cross out the 18 and make it 19. That's all.
They didn't get a motion or a second on that yet, did they?
Did they provide an insurance, certificate of insurance?
okay, we haven't acted at all on that,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Right?
No.
We're just looking at it. Okay,
This is just a renewal.
all right. Does it require a motion to have some language put in there for,
Well, I want to
A
make that
curfew.
motion when you approve it, subject to the adding that language.
yeah. Okay.
Is it something they have to agree on?
We're negotiating with them at this point,
Okay, that's what I was,
so you don't need a motion for that.
We don't need a motion, so just, we'd like to get some kind of curfew for the school bus.
Yeah, you're gonna
In the
need
morning and the
hours of curfew.
Yeah.
And then the correction, whatever the type of.
Well, when do they need this in place by?
I don't know.
I don't know, this was done A while ago.
It was stamped received April 23rd.
Well, when are they gonna
Their
start work?
permit
Their permit is up.
Until,
Oh.
I'm thinking maybe this week.
It's up this week?
They're up, yeah, they.
Then we need to take action on it.
And I don't see their insurance certificate. Make sure, just make sure we have.
Well,
that.
this one's crossed out already, it says, it has 19.
Oh, okay, well, go back further, there's another.
They might have missed
They
one,
might have missed
yeah.
one. There's another place for a date. I just seen it in the one that said 18.
There's the checks. Okay, so what do you want to do?
Make a motion, we approve it with the change in the language for the bus curfew. And we need to provide us with a copy of the certificate of insurance, it's no big deal. They can have it done in fax over, email it over.
That's the only one I've seen, Tim.
Let me look again, real quick. Just make sure.
Okay.
Yeah. You got a motion?
Doug's motion is to approve it, providing they hand over an insurance form and
Amend the language to reflect your bus curfew.
make allowances for school bus runs. Darren?
I'll wait for your second. I was waiting for your
I'll
second.
second it.
Okay.
Okay.
The question I have, how bad does the road have to get before you can make them fix it? Because I'm watching these spots grow on the road. I mean, I go by every day because I live on Old National. They keep getting worse and worse, and I don't know how bad they're gonna get before they fix them. And if they wait too long, they're gonna end up being big holes. Like asphalt just splits off in little chunks, and,
Yeah.
because I mean, they've been running pretty heavy. When that heavy hauling, they ain't lying. They're bringing really big stuff on our road.
Is it Tunnel Ridge, or there's other people who have that road?
I would say it's Tunnel Ridge, because nobody comes past us going to anything from Mark West. You know, they're coming down, they're going down on, Lynn Street, down onto, the other road, and it started, it was probably 3 feet, and now it's probably 15. It's all busted up on the road.
Well, and this is a good opportunity to say to everybody, if you have concerns, let us know. We
I
can-
mentioned that about a month ago, no, 2 meetings ago, whenever, it just started, when I asked about the roads then, what does it get like before it gets too
Yeah.
bad? What just keeps getting bigger?
Because we can,
You need to notify them.
yeah.
The only other
From-
spot is from where we fixed the slip,
Yeah.
right going towards Clazo Moore. You've driven that, and I don't, like I said, it's getting pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be another slip. is what
Yeah,
it's gonna
that's
be.
what I
know where you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's getting to be an
It's gonna
issue.
be on the, and that, we have pretty steep ground right there coming down on my property.
According to
That's
our
good.
maintenance agreements,
Keep
the way it
pushing out.
works is they're supposed to upkeep it once we give them notice,
Yeah.
and they should fix it.
Well, that's what I mean, that
Yeah.
we need to keep after.
But I just want to address it again.
That's why they do the maintenance, so they'll
Yeah,
fix it.
let me know the areas, I can tell Steve.
It's right in front of Hoag's house,
Okay,
on that straight stretch between
okay. I know
Jimmy Seabright's
Yep.
and my driveway.
All right.
There's another one going down the hill, and then there's another one once you get over where, the strawberry farm is, Dietz.
Yeah, okay.
A question, Doug, when you say a copy of their insurance, are you,
The certificate of insurance.
their certificate, okay, and they already have a bond?
Yes. Yes, but this is a renewal.
All right, I forget where we're at. We have a motion and a second.
What's the function?
Where you're at.
JD?
Two things. Certificate of insurance, you need to make sure they listed you guys as additional insured as well. And also, you probably ought to, if you say the permit's running out this week or whatever, if you're gonna make it conditional, you probably ought to go ahead and pick that, or ask John, whatever the hours of operation of the school bus, and lay that out with the approval, so it doesn't have to volley back and forth, you know what I mean? As far as the hours of operation, that the curfew is set. For the hours of operation, for the school buses are running. So you can't, you know, so you give them the conditions right up front,
Yeah,
not like, hey, we'll
6:30
get back to you, you know?
6:30 to 8.
They are pretty good about that.
in the morning.
Yeah.
And in the afternoon, it'd be,
Okay.
3,
to
yeah.
5, or
3,
4:30, I mean,
yeah,
I don't
3 to
John,
5.
John can figure that out.
Yeah,
He knows.
they don't get out till 3, so they
yeah,
wouldn't be
it
here.
would be, yeah.
Trying to keep it as tight as possible. All right, we got a motion and a second, right?
Yes.
Let's-
What is it?
Motion to approve with addendum for bus curfew and insurance, certificate of insurance.
Anybody else got anything? How do you vote?
Tom,
Yes.
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug,
Yep.
Ed,
Sure.
5 yes, no no's, motion carried.
LSA funding resolution. That's the one I was talking about before, yeah. Did you get an email for that about that?
Yeah,
I talked to Jody, I actually called Jody. She explained this to me. They're trying to do away with, the funding, the direct payment to townships.
The direct payment from the casinos to the township.
Correct.
And you know what? Here's my thing. If we was gonna do that, I want something in return, and I'll tell you what I want. I want Act 1.
yeah. you don't
Instead of that little increase, 2 mills every year from a school board, let them have the LSA. They ain't gonna never agree to that.
No.
I move that we adopt that resolution to keep the LSA the way it's working.
Got a motion to execute this resolution that was,
I'll second the motion.
anybody got anything? How do you vote?
Tammy,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Doug,
Yep.
Tom,
Yep.
Ed,
Yep.
5 yes, no no's, motion carried.
Columbia Gas Transmission Road Bond Escrow Refund, $2,700.
I move we refund the road bond escrow.